Hello friends, Matt here, and if you have not been keeping track, Reptilian Disc Golf has been coming out with new plastics in their molds kind of like crazy over the past couple months. And one of the ones that piqued my interest the most was the Chameleon in their Tarpit plastic. Now, base plastic drivers are notoriously easy to beat in, kind of beginner player fodder for the most part. But Tarpit is an interesting blend. It's very flexy, but not floppy really, and has a nice silky hand feel. And I would say that the Chameleon's no exception. It's not floppy at all. It has a lot of really nice initial stability. I would say is even a little bit higher than your normal Chameleon. Even the nylon blend that was more stable than the Armor. Still that great little Chameleon stamp, but as you can see, like, it's not floppy. It is velvety, flexy, and sticks really well on the right lines. But I've been throwing it on a couple courses. I'll show you some throws, and then we'll talk about it a little bit more here.
So this is a Cedar Hill Park. It's about a 275-foot shot. Just giving it a little bit of force flex. It fights out and right on the edge of the circle. Over Etowah hole 1, get a nice little turnover, and it puts it right at the edge of the circle right side. Trying a forehand on the famous cave hole here and just kind of highlighting the stability. I underthrew it thinking that it was going to turn for me, and it didn't. I'm on the hill, basket high, but way off to the side. Now number 5, you're trying to hit this gap real early and get it to fade right there. And it holds that line perfectly and got me a putt in circle 1. Number 8 here is really uphill, so you're trying to get it to stick up there, and it sticks right at the edge of the circle and made that putt. So gotta love that. 14 splits the gap, and I'd give it a little bit too much pop so it doesn't come back that much, but still circles the edge pin high. 15, I'm trying to flex it inside that pole. I slipped a little bit. The distance was perfect, but I got a little more fade than I wanted, so had a long putt there. 16, I'm trying to keep it low and skip it, and it hits a rock and just kind of dies, but it was on the right line. 17, you're trying to pump it out there over the road and get it around that tree line, and that one was more or less perfect, just a little bit low.
So as you can see, like, it is a little bit more stable than your stock run Chameleon, at least to start. As it started to hit some trees, you see that one little spot where it's bubbled up a little bit. It is flatter than a normal Chameleon. It just has that tiny bit of shoulder after the wing, but the top's pretty much flat. And even though it's beating in, it's maybe getting a slight bit more glide and forward penetration, but it's not really getting less stable. The fade is still holding up really well, and the grip is fantastic. In these really sweaty summer days where we're looking at 90, 95 with 100% humidity sometimes, I've really enjoyed that grip, and I think this could be a short-term solution to me not having access to a ton of tyrants right now. I don't know, hopefully we can get some more later, maybe this year or next, fingers crossed, but overall the flight is starting to beat into that type of shape, and I'm really digging it. So if you are wanting to try one of these out, check out reptiliandiscgolf.com. They have some X outs. This is actually an X out, but the only thing I could find was this slight like chalky ring around the rim that maybe is the reason it's an F2. And they're like $11. Use my code MOOSE on checkout and you can get them for even cheaper than that. So check that out and give these guys a try. Pretty cheap and holds up really well. So give it a shot. Thanks for watching and have a great day.